Now your NBC 10 First Alert weather.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm NBC 10 First Alert meteorologist Michelle Rotella coming on to talk about that nasty weather that we have been seeing throughout the past few days, but really that we're seeing right now. Let's talk about a newly issued tornado watch that does include Kent County, Sussex County, and parts of the Del Mar Peninsula. This will go until 7 p.m. tonight. So again, if you know anybody who lives in these areas or you're going to be traveling, you need to keep this in mind. This is for Kent County, Sussex County, Talbot County, Queen Anne's County, so parts of southern Maryland, and of course out the eastern shore. That is what we're going to be looking at. This is a big system that we have been following. You have upper level low pressure here that is tracking across the Great Lakes that will remain stationary, but it is dragging a cold front across the area. What we're going to be seeing is this warm front lift across the region. So parts of Delaware could get up into the 60s, and where we see some of that warming and we see that front lift on through, followed by a cold front, that's where we have some concerns to get some of that rotation, to get some severe weather. As of right now, not detecting that, but again, did want to tell you about the watch. We do have just some steady rain that has been coming down across South Jersey, but let's also take you to where we're seeing some very heavy rainfall. We've been watching this for some time, nearly stationary that this cell has been. We are getting some indication that there could be hail with this system that right now is passing just to the north of Reading, but again, steady rain for Limerick, Allentown, all the way out to Buckingham. This does stretch into Upper Bucks and Montgomery County as well. So speaking about that, we don't have any severe warnings at this time. What we do have are a few flood warnings that we have been seeing popping up across the areas. I mentioned for Bucks County, where you're seeing some very heavy rain at this time, you have a flood warning that is ongoing right now. That will continue until Thursday at 11:40 a.m. And then right along the Schuylkill River here at Norristown, this flood warning will stay in place till Friday at 12:30 in the morning. And the counties that are impacted by this would be Chester, Montgomery, and Philadelphia counties. So really need to stay weather aware. Remember, there's lots of water-covered roadways. If you see water, find an alternate route. We don't want you to be just encountering any of that. You just don't know how deep the water is. On top of that, with the steady rain, we have just seen a reduction in visibility across the area, down to 2.5 miles for Philadelphia, down to 2 miles for Bluebell, 3 miles for Mount Holly, down the shore as well, seeing some impacts there, Atlantic City, down to 2.5 miles. How much rainfall have we seen? Since we know it's been a lot, it's been ongoing since before this morning, but since midnight, so just shortly after 12 a.m., we've tacked up almost 1.5 inches in Allentown, over 1 inch in Doylestown, closing in on 1 inch here in Philadelphia, and close to that as well for Wilmington, 1/4 inch there in Wildwood, and close to 3/4 inch for Atlantic City. We still have rounds of rainfall to go for 2 p.m., 3 p.m., and this window of 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock is where we really need to stay weather aware, where we could get some of these cells that will track across parts of Delaware, heading to the northeast, maybe across parts of South Jersey, Cape May County as well. This is where we will watch for any of that severe weather activity. And you could still get a thunderstorm across parts of Philadelphia as well, even points on north. So we will keep you posted here with the latest weather updates as we continue to track this out for you. So we also have that flood watch with just the rounds of rain that are going to continue. This will stay with us until 6 p.m. on Thursday. So this goes all the way into tomorrow as well. And then on top of that, we have to talk about how saturated the ground is and how strong the winds are going to be. You have sustained winds right now that are over 20 miles per hour, but you have gusts that are ranging between 30 to 40 miles per hour, close to 40 miles per hour right now in Philadelphia. So getting some non-thunderstorm reports of just some tree damage, lots of very strong wind gusts here. The Storm Prediction Center has put Sussex County and just a sliver of southern Kent County in that slight risk category, and then parts of South Jersey, as I mentioned, and then down to Cape May County, even including parts of southern Newcastle County, central Newcastle County. That's where we have a level 1 out of 5, a marginal risk for severe weather. So you will see that flooding potential, the heavy rain, those very strong, gusty, damaging winds possible, and we also can't rule out the possibility of a quick spin up across the area. Again, that tornado watch would be for Kent County and Sussex County, and that does go until 7 p.m. So just want to reiterate our main threats as we go throughout this afternoon and keep you posted. It's going to be the locally heavy rainfall that will bring us some flooding concerns. We have the strong to damaging wind gusts, 30 to 40 plus miles per hour, even stronger gusts potentially by the shore. And with those storms as well, we could see some isolated hail. Of course, we're going to bring you the very latest and keep you updated, and also let you know if we do in fact have any tornado warnings occur in our area.